Hi, I'm Wes Platt, Executive Editor of School Bus Fleet. Welcome to another episode of The Route, our ongoing content series. Before we hit the road, be sure to follow us on social media and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Comments are always welcome. Okay, let's get rolling. Our first stop is the Department of Education in Washington, D.C., where the Office of Elementary and Secondary Education released clarification to guidelines for spending Esser relief funds. The department spelled out ways that school districts can use the federal money. Here's the rundown. As long as the need is COVID-19 related, these funds can be used for transportation services provided directly by districts, for the cost of public transportation services like buses, public buses and subways, for taxis, for rideshare apps or other driving services, or even for paying parents to provide transportation services for their kids. Funds can be used for transportation to after-school learning and enrichment activities to help make up for lost instructional time due to COVID-19. The funds can be used to give retention bonuses to current bus drivers, enact salary increases, or pay for the hiring of additional bus drivers to deal with shortages because of the pandemic. It's important to note that the funds can also be used to pay for the costs that go along with getting a commercial driver's license for new drivers. And finally, funds can be used to compensate parents or guardians for taking their kids to school themselves if a program is deemed appropriate to sustain in-person instruction. Hope that helps. Our next stop is just down the road at the White House, where President Joe Biden signed the bipartisan infrastructure bill into law. That legislation includes $5 billion to be spent on clean fuel buses like electric, propane, and compressed natural gas. It also included the Stop for School Buses Act, a project championed by the National School Transportation Association over the past few years. To put it mildly, it's a pretty big deal for pupil transportation. Next, a task force under National Economic Council Director Brian Deese and Mitch Landrieu, the White House Infrastructure Implementation Coordinator, will develop a plan to implement the law and distribute the funds. Which takes us to our final stop for this week, Macon, Georgia, on the campus of Mercer University, where our Public Service Commissioner Tim Echols hosted the Clean Energy Roadshow event. The newly signed infrastructure bill was a big topic of conversation during the sessions of this seminar, with demand for clean fuel buses expected to jolt upward. Greg Boyke with the Middle Georgia Regional Commission urged school districts to build teams and prepare for the federal grant process. Without a plan, he says, districts won't succeed. In his words, the time to be building that team is yesterday. If you didn't build that team yesterday, today's a great day to be starting that too. Get ready and stay tuned. All right, time to park the bus for now. Thank you for watching. Post your thoughts in the comments. And again, subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss future episodes of The Route. Send email to wes.platt@bobbitt.com. Always happy to hear from you. Tweet us at School Bus Fleet. Drive safely and see you next time on The Route.